Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Brooke. I am an intuitive Reiki Master. I'm also a channel for the divine. Welcome back. How's everybody feeling? The moon is in Cancer, so my healing today was a little emotional. How are y'all feeling when the moon goes into Cancer? I can dig up some deep emotions that could be hidden that also offer a different perspective. It was painful to sit with that shadow aspect for a moment, but in the end, 44 on my clock and it's frozen. It went up to 46. Okay, so 44 is a significant number along with 2. It's hard to sit with that shadow aspect and find the silver lining in what it all means, And that's really what my healing this morning was based all around. Really being able to dig deep and go, okay, what is the lesson? What is 122, 123? Things are moving forward in divine order. What is the lesson? What is bling? What is the blessing? What is the lesson? What is the silver lining? What can you take from this and launch forward? Okay. Deep Love Tarot 144. Brian said something that kind of stuck with me on the Cancer reading about people coming in and out. And it's so true, okay? Because people are showing up. People are coming back around that's here to support us energetically for the next step. Okay, 212. So as those people show up, as those people come back around, and as we start laying more of the foundation, 222, 223, that we have been building upon really the last 3 to 4 years, right? Because 2017 is when I said, okay, this is it. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it. And what really brought all this to the surface was being able to really reflect back over the last retrograde season. There's only been 2 times in my life that I have ever surrendered and said, God, I can't do this emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. I'm going to need for you to step in, okay? And in hindsight, looking back at this and really reflecting over those moments, 323 on my clock, people talk about having a step in. And in reality, it's God stepping in to heal that broken aspect within you that wants to give up. Right? That wants to say, okay, I can't, 344, I can't do it. I can't continue going. This is too hard, right? So there's only been 2 times in my life that I have ever felt that I have been at the depths of that. And last October through January was probably some of the hardest months I've ever had to walk on this journey. Taking constant hits, constant rejection, constant manipulation, constant gaslighting. Like, it can get to a point to where it mentally, emotionally wears you down. Okay? Did I give up? No. Did I know when to say, okay, God, I need your help right now? Yes, I did. Okay, 444. And in that moment, okay, the people that were meant to step in and be around me to offer, okay, to offer support emotionally, mentally, spiritually encouragement, right? Really hit 5:05 on my clock, really helped me to go, okay, this is not happening to me, this is happening for me, okay? And in knowing this is their karmic path that they have to walk, they have to answer to it. This is my karmic path that I have to walk, and finding peace and comfort and knowing I did all that I could do, right, to help, right? And it's been a full surrender all over again, okay? We all have gone through it one way or another, okay? Whether it's loss of finances, whether it's loss of loved ones, whether it's 555, loss of a job, loss of a home, loss of whatever, okay? Because I get Pluto, work through your fears. You know, we all have gone through hard, traumatic things over the last 2 years, right? And it's almost like, you know, my guides have been building me up to this moment to be able to stand firm in my convictions of being a sovereign, divine feminine, okay? And continue doing the work on myself. What is this teaching me? What is this showing me? How can I navigate what's happening, okay? And being able to balance, okay, is this coming from my higher self or is this coming from my ego? 707. So I get Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, and then what's holding this up is going to be new moon in Aries. It's time to take action, and conclusions are within reach. So I have Pluto, Mars, Saturn, and the Sun, okay? So I have 3 new moons, 1 full moon. So really, don't let pride get in your way. To me, pride is going to be connected to our ego. Pride is going to be connected to not being able to apologize, not being able to fully accept situations. Really not being able to fully accept situations and accept responsibility in situations. Continue focusing on your own inner growth, your own inner light, okay? Continue focusing on the direction that you're wanting to move in. And just remember, fear is a liar. I say this often, maybe I've not said it enough as of late, but if you go back over the last 2 years, that is what I speak about. And then, you know, I also have to be put in fearful situations for that residual of fear to be brought up and transmuted into love. God is not fear. Okay? And that was another thing that came up in my healing today. You know, God is love. God is patient. God is kind. God is thoughtful. God is, you know, that divine person that sends you so much love and joy. God is in the children, laughing and playing. God is in the animals. God is, you know, to me, God lives from the heart. And when it doesn't feel good, it's not coming from God. Okay? So even when I work with other light workers, Even when I am out and I'm interacting with people, if something comes at me and it doesn't feel good, that instantly tells me this is not coming from a heart-centered space. So therefore, it's not coming, 1022, it's not coming from God, okay? God is loving, God is patient, God is being able to hold space and see, okay, you know, this person is hurting, this person is pushing through fear, this person is healing a traumatic event, 1044. You know, many of us were born into families that we had to break generational curses, trauma, you know, narcissistic parents, you name it. And once you start seeing, okay, this is part of 1111, this is part of the matrix that I'm busting through, okay? Because we surround ourselves with people that share the same vibration, 1123, of love that we admit. So if we are surrounded by people that are not sending that same vibration, okay, we're not fully in our heart space. So how do you find those people? How do you surround yourself around those people? It's all in how you feel when you deeply connect. Okay? When you deeply connect, you're able to feel one soul to know, is this coming from God or is this coming from lower vibrational energy? And really, you know, honing in and knowing the value that you bring to the table. The messages have been pretty profound today. The messages have been nonstop. Divine synchronicities are happening everywhere with many people that I'm connecting to. You know, we all can feel the cycles completing. We all can feel the healing work that we've done, okay? Because, you know, I spent 2012, March 2012, okay, 1303 is when Jake and I broke up. I've not had a serious boyfriend since. That has been 10 years, okay? So I spent 8 years going through my healing journey, going through everything that I needed to focus on, my kids, my career, healing me, on the metaphysical, the physical, the emotional, and the mental, okay? And then, you know, digging into healing generational trauma, generational curses, family lineage, okay? While going through and doing that, okay, and this is right in the middle, okay, is the medicine wheel, okay? In the middle of doing that, I decided, okay, I've done my work, so it's time to start dating. 2019, I started, 2020 happens, and I'm like, just as I'm ready, but get, you know, hit with crazy curveball, right? When in reality, you know, there was still a little bit more work to do in really honoring myself as a divine feminine, 1441, really honoring the healing potential that I have to bring to my clients, really honoring my ancestors, honoring the metaphysical, honoring things that I treasure within my heart, some of the most valuable prized possessions we have, you can never buy, and that's our time. Where are you investing your time? Where are you putting it? Because where you're putting it is going to be what's coming back to you. Are you placing your time in energy that makes you feel good? Or are you placing your time in energy that depletes you and makes you feel drained? So, okay, maybe there's a little bit more work that I need to do on myself, or maybe I'm just not very clear with the direction that I'm meant to be going in. So, taking really this last year and getting crystal clear about what is it my heart is screaming for? What is it? Because this is like green. This is in the heart. What is it my heart's needing to heal from in order to say, okay, I've graduated from this point. I've got everything in my tool belt, all the lessons learned, everything in my tool belt. How do I move forward? How do I move forward with everything that I have? How do I move forward in stepping into my divine role of what I'm here to be, of what I'm here to do, besides being Jacob and Luke's mom? Like, that's been my divine role, my divine, if you want to call it mission, okay, is to be a divine mother. Now that they are getting to the point that they need their space, they need their time to visit with friends and school and sports and girlfriends, you name it, okay, I've kind of had to pull back a little bit. So it's been interesting for me to navigate, okay, how do I still take that divine mother energy, right, and move it in a different direction? And that's been through connecting with other divine feminines that have been healing very similar things as me. And it gets really bright. I love it. Okay, so what that looks like is, in order for me to gain the knowledge, the wisdom, the healing codes that I'm meant to pass, whether it is in, the people that cross my path on a daily basis, whatever intuitively comes, sharing that, being able to help others connect with their past loved ones, whether it is diving into their birth chart to see, okay, where should you be putting your focus and your energy, or just doing Reiki. Those healing codes of what I've already healed from are the reason why those people are being attracted to me, because I have already gone through that experience to be able to share, well, this is how I did it. This is how it helped me, okay? And when it comes to working with people on the healing journey, that's the way I see it. Like, I want somebody that's going to be open and honest with me, but if it feels like a battlefield or I feel like I have to defend myself, it's not energetically in alignment. Healing doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to feel ucky, right? We tend to make it that way. So what's holding this up is going to be feathers, restoration. There's a lot of things that's being restored when it comes to our karma, okay? So whatever lessons that we've been meant to learn up until this point, it's almost like a karmic reset. Okay, here we go. You have either A, done what you were supposed to, or B, you've not, okay? And you got to start all over again, okay? Until you're able to master the skill set that you're supposed to be using and moving forward. Support's going to be all around us. Ding! Support's all around us. They're here. The angels are here. All we have to do is ask. And I love this. Definitely new things are being birthed at this moment. We all feel it. We all feel. We can intuitively see, we can intuitively pick up on it, but we're not trusting that great mystery of the ride. And I get it, because we all have been through so much over the last year that, like, for me, it's kind of like, who do I need to brace for impact, or can I get excited again? And what I love about the child is so excited. I think it's time for us to get excited. I think it's time for us to dig in and to find our divine reason, our divine purpose. What were you really, truly brought here to do? And start living in that. Start being in that. Start owning that. That's how we honor ourselves. That's how we honor 21, 22, 21, 23. That's how we honor our soul's mission, our soul's growth, our soul's journey. I want to see if there's anything from the past lives cards that's coming up that may be clearing. Definitely feels like some fears keep kind of creeping up. Remember, fear is a liar. I am so excited to be reconnecting with my Reiki Master this Friday. She's finally back from a very long, extended trip away. And we'll be doing a Pluto gong healing with her, 2202. Super excited. Those are my favorite. Like, really get in, dig deep, push through whatever fears, illusions, whatever's coming through. High Priestess, you already know this. Being able to really trust that intuition, trust that inner guidance. 2222. I do foresee a lot of people going back to the simple way of living. And it feels like medicine to the soul. Definitely feels like home. And 2244, really incorporating more of the Native American. I'm really feeling the Indian strong right now. Like, for me, that's a huge part of my ancestors. Probably more Indian than anything else. So really tapping into that healing, shamanic journey. Letting go of that false sense of being enslaved. Letting go of the mental prison, because this is air, feathers, air, mental prison. Okay, angels are definitely all around us. I'm seeing them all the time. All right, guys, this is a long one today. I had a lot to say. I hope these messages find you well. If this reading resonated with you and you'd like for me to dive in deeper, my website's below. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.